Hello, good morning to you all out there. My name's Ian. I spoke to you a few minutes ago. This is my second podcast today. Um, I was talking to you about supporting Liverpool. This is in relation to my book, Living with Mitochondria Against All Odds. I'm just to go over a brief description. I'm visually impaired. I'm in a wheelchair. I've mitochondrial disease. However, I've done many crazy things over the years. So I wrote a book about it, and this is in relation to the book. There's bits and pieces that are in the book that I do that are related to the book, and also I often talk about things that I've got coming up or I've just been doing. At the minute, I'm doing a couple a week or one or two every fortnight. So please keep your eye out if there is a new podcast each week or if there's one every other week. Hopefully, it'll be a couple of weeks from now on. As long as we have time, because we have a very busy life. But yeah, anyway, I was talking in the last podcast about our treble winning season and going to Melwood. I'm saying our, beg your pardon, I'm a Liverpool fan. So when I say our, I mean me and Liverpool. That's just football talk. And I do apologise for any non-football fans out there or any non-Liverpool fans out there. But yeah, as I say, I first got a carer's ticket in 2004-5, and the chap that started going to the game with me, we went to 3 Champions League games that season. And then when Liverpool got to the final, we booked a week in Istanbul, and we got tickets. We booked a week holiday in Istanbul, and even though we'd only been to 3 Champions League games that season, I don't know how, but I managed to get hold of 2 tickets through the club, and it was amazing. When we went on the first full day we were there. Galatasaray were playing Besiktas in the local derby, so we went to see if we could get into the ground. We went to see if we could get some tickets. What we did do, we asked this copper if this guy was selling us was legit. So we ended up, this copper took us to the supporters club. So we had some food, some drink, and we watched the game. We sat back before the game finished because I think it wasn't Besiktas, it was, I can't remember. It was a local team anyway in Turkey, in Istanbul. It was Galatasaray, was one of them. I can't remember off the top of my head the name of the other team. Call myself a big football fan, I don't know. But anyway, we started back to where we were staying before the game finished, and it was amazing seeing all the fans out there, because the team that won the league, so everyone was out pipping horns, and we were staying near the Blue Mosque, so every time we went for a walk or people were called to prayer, or even through the middle of the night, when we after the Champions League final, when we were going back to our hotel about 4 o'clock in the morning, people were going to pray even at 4 o'clock in the morning. But yeah, we did the touristy bits. We after the game. But before the game, obviously all the Liverpool fans and everything were gathering in Taksim Square, which is where the fan park was, and it was amazing. We stood there all Tuesday, and then on the Wednesday it was the final, and but it wasn't till late on in the day, and the Aztec Stadium was in the middle of nowhere. So when it came to going out to the ground, we if you had a match ticket, you could get on this shuttle bus. So we got on this bus, and it took ages to get out to the ground, and there was traffic jams on the road, and all the fans were singing the songs, and every other song it was like "We All Dream of the Team of Carragers," and we'd start at number 1, and then we got to number 4, and we'd start singing a different song, and then and it was incredible, and then of course Liverpool went 3-0 down by half time, and then we clawed our way back to 3-3, and it was full time, and then after extra time we had penalties, and we won on penalties, and it was absolutely amazing. And as I say, where we were staying near the Blue Mosque, and if you sat down on a bench in the Blue Mosque or near the Blue Mosque, you'd have these shoe shiner guys come over wanting to shine your shoes. And I think my shoes were getting scrubbed all the time because I was still walking in those days. And my friend was wearing sandals, and I think they wanted to shine his shoes, but they obviously couldn't shine his sandals, and and yeah, that was quite incredible, and the crowds were amazing, and everything was really good, and I think on the way home we had to change. On the way there and on the way home, we had to change in Holland, and then when we got back to England, we didn't get back till late-ish in the day, so we had to stay over in a hotel in London. This is all of these stories are linked to my book, which is called Living with Mitochondria Against All Odds. I have mitochondria, if this is the first one you've read, and it is all linked to my book, because I've done many crazy things over the years, even though I'm in a wheelchair and I can't see what I'm doing half the time. So yeah, if you've enjoyed this podcast and enjoyed some of the others, and you haven't read the book, please get the book. It's on Amazon. It'll make a good stocking filler. And for any of you out there that celebrate Christmas, any of you out there that do celebrate Christmas, a very Merry Christmas. And I'll speak to you again in a week or so's time. But any of you out there that don't celebrate Christmas, that's cool. And I'll speak to you soon. Anyway, my name's Ian, and very Merry Christmas, and yeah, hope to speak to you soon. Goodbye.